From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is 1011's Morning Pulse.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.
Good morning. This is Craig Allison with your Morning Pulse for Wednesday, October 15th. Our first story this morning happening from overnight. Lincoln police were involved in a pursuit of a vehicle. Happened around 12:30 a.m. in the area of 33rd and Huntington and ended when the car crashed into a tree line to the north of 33rd and Gladstone. At least one suspect inside the car fled, but further details have not yet been released on this. Our reporter at the scene says a drone was being used to search for the suspect at the time, but stick with us at 1011 Now as this develops. Second story in our crime tracker, 51-year-old Jason Schmidt of Lincoln is in jail on $1 million bond after turning himself in on Friday, accused of sexually assaulting a developmentally disabled woman multiple times. He's now charged with first-degree sexual assault, abuse of a vulnerable adult, and child abuse. This comes after a tip on October 1st where a 19-year-old told police Schmidt had been touching her inappropriately for years. Police say she has the mental capacity of a young child and was assaulted as recently as late September. Schmidt was interviewed on October 7th and will be back in court November 11th. Your third story, Governor Pillen yesterday unveiled the Good Life, Great Careers initiative during a visit to Northeast Community College. Under the order, the Department of Labor is launching the Office of Registered Apprenticeship, which will serve as a state hub for all matters relating to these programs. Plus, any student who gets a perfect ACT score can get full room and board, tuition, and a $7,500 stipend at community colleges across the state. It's to promote jobs, and the overall goal is to add 6,000 new registered active apprentices in Nebraska, particularly in areas like manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. Your fourth story and more from our crime tracker, 43-year-old David Librent of Lincoln is behind bars, accused of selling 4 pounds of meth in the capital city in a single day. He's charged with possession of methamphetamines and possession of drug money. Friday afternoon, the Lincoln-Lancaster County Narcotics Task Force served a search warrant at a home in South Lincoln. Officers reported they broke in and found Librent and 2 others inside with the meth and $1,400 cash. Officers believe Librent received 10 pounds of meth earlier in the day and was found with 6 pounds later on. He'll be in court in November. And wrapping things up with your final story, the Lincoln Police Department is rounding out another Citizens Academy this fall with 14 people taking part in learning more about what goes on behind the scenes at LPD. Last night was EVOC night, which stands for Emergency Vehicle Operator course. You can see right here citizens and their instructors on the tarmac at the Lincoln Airport to practice their driving skills. Citizens Academy covers a variety of areas law enforcement in Lincoln handle, from mental health training to canines to working a mock crime scene. Last night was the final night of training after 10 weeks of classes before the recruits graduate next week. That is your Morning Pulse for this Wednesday morning, and we'll wrap things up with a look at your 7-day forecast. Summer highs and rain chances sticking with us today.
You've been listening to 1011's Morning Pulse. Watch, listen, stream on the 1011 Now app, on YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.